Sydney is poised to join the prestigious club of global cities hosting a World Marathon Major. The last location to join the line-up was Tokyo in 2013, and the harbour city now has a chance to put Australia on the map for athletes everywhere. Eloise Sawyer has the details.
It's one of the most iconic backdrops on the planet, and no matter how many times you look at it, it's a sight that never gets old.
I would have run around Sydney Harbour thousands of times, literally, and every single time I just love every second of it. You can't take the smile off my face. It's just so beautiful, so warm, so inviting, and now we get to share that with the whole world.
Ben Lucas has dedicated much of the last decade to running, completing 48 marathons across the globe. But the one that takes place in his own backyard is unrivalled.
LA Marathon, I've run the Great Wall of China marathons, I've run many marathons in other countries, and there's still nothing like Sydney.
There are just 6 cities that boast World Marathon Major status, and now Sydney is set to become the 7th.
The Abbott World Marathon Majors have the candidate program for a reason. They want to expand into other geographic areas and make the World Majors truly representative of the global running community, which is important. So, you know, they looked at Oceania, they're looking at Asia and Africa. There's a candidate race in Cape Town. But in Australia, you know, Sydney's an obvious choice, right? Sydney is, you know, on the destination bucket list for most tourists globally. And the Sydney Marathon, you know, being such a picturesque event with the Harbour Bridge, the finish line at the Opera House and Sydney itself was an obvious choice.
It's been a work in progress for 3 years for Sydney race director Wayne Larden and his team, with a myriad of hoops to jump through to be recognised on the world stage. One of the biggest challenges for Larden was to attract more runners. The Harbour City Marathon needed to triple its participants crossing the finish line.
We had 5,300 runners back then, and we've grown it to this year 25,000 registrations and over 20,000 finishes. We had race record times, 2 hours and 6 minutes, which is super fast. So, you know, the course, you know, the environment, how you deliver the event, how well you deliver it, how well your medical services are, can the event cope with the sort of growth that we're going to see once we become an Abbott World Marathon Major. These are all part of the things that they look at amongst many other things, but you know, I know the criteria really well, and I've done my own check of all of the boxes, and I'm feeling pretty good about it.
As an advocate for running, Ben Lucas has witnessed firsthand the running movement worldwide and the profound impact it has on individuals.
Big shift in running has really come from that anyone can do it. It used to be like young, fit people ran, but now we have all ages, all shapes, all races run.
This movement could just be in line to continue to grow, with Sydney on the brink of being shoulder to shoulder with Tokyo, Berlin, New York, Boston, Chicago and London. The 7th World Major will be confirmed at the New York Marathon on the 3rd of November. Eloise Sawyer, Fox Sports News.